Live from all of your most disgusting, sweaty parts, it's a Tuesday Uber Nugget edition of Business Pants. Joined as always by Emma Nugget Face Lurking and Matt Nugget Butt Mascardi.
What?
You okay with that? Would you prefer that to be reversed? You okay with that?
This is definitely the crassest intro that you've ever done. Nugget face, nugget butt.
I'm pure nougat. No one talks about nougat enough. Maybe for good reason.
No, they talk about it plenty.
In today's Google-shaped bag of Exxon-flavored nuggets called July 19th, 2022, nuggets. I don't know. We're here to do nuggets. We're doing nuggets. Come on.
Let's do it. Nuggets. Yay. Go.
Ready? You want? Okay. In our... Why are we doing this? Oh, right. Okay. In our Your CEO is a Long-Term Risk Part 496 headline of the week, some drivers say they're ditching Tesla over Elon Musk's politics. I don't want Tesla cars to become the new MAGA hat. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I think that's a really good comparison. Am I crazy? Because
You're not
whenever I
crazy.
see, I have to admit there is some very visceral reaction in me when I see a Tesla. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
what is
about
that?
what-
What is that reaction?
negative.
When did
It's
that
not good.
start? When did it start?
Probably the moment I met the two of you, actually.
Oh,
Weird
I don't know what that
coincidence.
we
means.
we
I don't- I
destroyed
drive
it.
a
We
Subaru.
destroyed Emma.
What are you talking
forever.
about? How dare you? In our, I don't really have a joke here, but can this be a thing? No confidence votes for CEOs? Headline of the week. McDonald's franchisees overwhelmingly support no confidence vote on CEO.
What
Are they
what is
going-
that?
Love
Are they
this.
going through CEOs like crazy, or is it just me?
Yes. The answer is yes. Yes.
Or what is a no confidence vote from a franchisee?
It means
Is that
we
like
hate you.
yeah?
hate vote.
Is that like passing a note in someone's locker, being like, "I don't like you," and then walking away? What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. As we develop our product and we're working on like some kind of a hate index for directors, how much your shareholders hate you. Why
Yes,
wouldn't-
true.
Why aren't CEOs part of this? I mean, they get voted on if they're on the board, but that doesn't count. I like this.
Well, the
I
board is
don't-
supposed to do their job hypothetically. So when
Oh,
the
stop
board
it.
isn't doing their job and holding a no confidence vote,
How dare you.
apparently someone else had to take it into their own hands.
Franchisees will, yeah.
Yeah.
They can do it in England. they
Next
can do
year,
it here.
French fries will do a no confidence vote.
Yes.
In our, he needs to have hair. God damn it! You're destroying everything I've combed around here. Headline of the week. Former Disney CEO Iger battled board, was unhappy with Chapek's succession.
I read that story. It was really good.
Why was he unhappy? Can someone give me a?
I guess because he's bald. I mean, I'm not.
No,
That's not.
having
I'm not
nothing
saying
to
that.
do.
That's what I. That was in
having
the
nothing
article,
to
right?
do with it. Apparently, it didn't have anything to do with hair loss. It did have to do with everything from calling him a novice and didn't realize it on such issues as "Don't Say Gay" and the bill, and how he handled the coronavirus epidemic, to not liking, and then Chapek didn't like the way Iger was butting in on everything. It was classic. And Iger immediately regretted not staying at Disney.
Well, of course.
It's classic. It's classic.
That's
Disney
why he
succession.
unretired like 6 times before.
Yeah, yeah.
This
you
is what
can't
I
get
don't
it right.
understand. Can't you just like retire and let it be someone else's problem? Bob Iger does not have to work another day in
Sounds
his
great.
life. Just
Yeah.
make it someone else's problem. Like I just don't understand.
This is his baby.
Ew.
No, it's not.
Emma,
It's
He raised
an
it weird.
anti-Semite's baby.
Emma,
Baby
can you at
mouse.
least agree that I am the Chris Rock of the ESG news world? All my alopecia jokes against Bob Chapek. I mean, I'm a terrible person. Where's Will Smith to come
100%.
slap me?
I don't
Come on.
disagree with that.
I need to be
even a little
slapped.
bit.
So you agree that Will Smith should have slapped Chris Rock? You how dare you? How dare you?
I like how you just put the words in his mouth.
In our, your airplane hates you and thinks you're emotionally distant. Headline of the week. Delta Airlines CEO just revealed a harsh truth about why your flight was canceled.
And the harsh truth is.
Yeah, what is it?
Your airplane hates you and thinks you're emotionally distant.
That's true. I like to keep an emotional distance from my airplanes. That's 100% the case.
In our, The edible sunscreen market finally has an opening. Headline of the week. France faces a mustard shortage. I was thinking about this. Think about it. Just bear with
I'm
me.
not that these this
Think
connection.
about-
I'm not making.
Think
Emma's
about
face
okay.
says
First
she's
of
not
all,
making it either.
heat wave in France. Let's start with that.
Okay.
And then I want you to think about the supply chain savings. You apply the condiment to your skin.
they have a shortage of it.
You don't need the salt. You don't need to pay for the salt.
That's
Right?
not the shortage, is it?
Your
Isn't the
skin
mustard?
adds the salt to the mixture. I'm just saying for the condiment market in general. We got to think bigger, Matt. We got to think bigger.
This is your this is your weirdest connection yet.
I don't know. Maybe not when you get to the next headline. Maybe not.
Okay,
Although
good.
I did write that joke before I found this in this article, so maybe I'm just brilliant. Here we go. In our, I think we just solved your mustard problem, France.
Oh God.
Titanium dioxide helps give colors a brighter appearance and is commonly used in mineral sunscreen. Headline of the week. New lawsuit claims Skittles are unfit for human consumption due to the presence of a chemical toxin the company has said it would stop using. See? Look at that.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, that headline I
We're
read.
onto something. We're getting close to
The
something here.
part where we connected somehow back to mustard is still lost on me.
We're
I'm
just- come on,
I'm
we're-
just, your your problem solving is not
This
connected.
is why you two don't create anything other than just disgusting looking faces. Poor Emma.
You called me a butt nugget.
I got
So-
the face. I'm okay.
In our, you know what's an alternative to getting drunk? Literally every single thing in the world that doesn't get you drunk. It's like asking what are alternative numbers to the number 6? All of them? Headline of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Athletic Brewing Company is on a mission to reach the flex sober as millennials and Gen Z seek out alternatives to getting drunk. Come on, Emma, help us out with this. What the hell's
Emma,
going
Yeah.
on?
are you looking for an alternative to drunk? I believe
Yeah,
you
this is
found
aimed
it
at
in
you,
other
Emma.
drugs,
what,
right?
What's happening?
I'm not looking for an alternative to drunk. I'm looking for an alternative to alcohol because that makes me feel bad. And
Wait, so
I
then
would
you
like
are?
to be drunk without feeling bad, and that's just simply not
Wait.
the case. So no, I'm looking for a flex alcohol life, not a flex sober life.
I'm so
We're li-
confused. I feel
Oh,
like you
I
are
get
the
it.
market. You
I'm
just, I
with
think you just
Emma.
admitted you're the market.
No,
I
Emma's
am-
just saying she's not looking to stay sober. She's looking to be drunk without the badness of drunk.
Oh, isn't that what
Not-
smoking weed is for?
That's
Exactly.
well, that's the
where
point.
I'm at.
That's
Okay.
the point.
All right, I'm confused. So you're not a flex sober? Are you a flex sober, Emma, or are you constantly inebriated?
Yeah, no, I'm constantly inebriated. Why do you
So
think
you're
I
not a
do this
flex
every
sober.
day? Would I be here if I wasn't constantly inebriated?
In our
She does look ready to pass out.
Hey Ma, clickbait finally jumped the shark. 2 teenagers were forced to take a bucolic train ride through the English countryside. Tell Dad. Headline of the week. 2 teenagers had to take a 400-mile train trip from London to Scotland after British Airways gave away their seats. I mean,
Have
really,
you ever
this
taken
is,
that train?
this is what
It's
we're doing now?
It's awesome. That train is awesome.
This is the clickbait we're getting offered now. You were forced to
Okay.
take a train to Scotland.
Well, you missed the better clickbaity
No,
headline,
stop.
which was
Stop
that
it.
4 people got kicked off a flight and took a $1,000+
I saw
Uber
that.
from London to Paris.
Oh,
What kind of impatience is that anyway? Why don't you just wait for the next train to take you through the channel?
What if they
What
had
is
like
that?
their daughter's wedding to go to, Damien?
Oh,
I like that. There was another headline. These headlines just keep coming, and they're
there's so many of these travel
what they.
headlines.
The best part about them is it's usually like one person. Like there was a headline that was like one woman waited
It's like
5
one-
hours in a line, and I was
One
like,
whiny moment.
why are we covering the one person? Like, can we do this at scale?
You realize
Yeah.
you don't
One
have to
person?
leave your house. You don't. No one's forcing you to leave your house. All right, Matt.
Truth.
Give me a break here. I got some more nuggets, but you take over for a while.
All right, I have pure dystopian woke data update nuggets today here. Are some
Oh, that
nuggets to
doesn't-
ruin your day even
sounds
more than Damien just did. There's no mustard in them though.
I was having fun.
There's no mustard in these headlines. In our 40 is the new 30, crypto is the new dollar, and obesity is the new hypertension story of the week. Novo and Lilly could be looking at huge sales boost in obesity. Says a
I
Morgan
bet.
Stanley analyst, quote, obesity is the new hypertension with the potential to become, quote, the next blockbuster pharma category. Blockbuster, baby.
Oh, look, I'm assuming this is a guy, this analyst, but he's not wrong.
Michael Bay is all over obesity.
Not wrong.
Blockbuster.
I don't even really know what is hypertension.
High blood pressure.
High blood
Oh.
pressure. That's all it is.
Okay.
In our Marburg is the new monkeypox.
Oh.
Monkeypox is the new COVID.
Ooh.
And pericovirus is the new obesity. Stories of
Huh?
the week. Stories.
Uh-oh.
Number 1, Ghana declares first ever outbreak of Ebola-like Marburg virus disease.
Ooh.
Number 2, with monkeypox spreading globally, many experts believe the virus can't be contained. Number
God.
3, COVID rises across U.S. amid muted warnings and murky data.
Okay. That I
And number
believe.
4, we were so blindsided. What new parents should know about parochovirus or parochovirus?
Do I want to know? Do I want to know about
It
parochovirus?
affects
and
infants, but we're just inventing ways
Marburg?
to scare people with viruses now.
What's Ebola like Marburg?
It's a hemorrhagic fever that
Yeah.
kills 26 to 84% of the people who get it.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't need to know any more than that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun. In our JP Morgan is the new communist, Cole is the new KGB, and Joe Manchin is the new Joe Manchurian candidate. See what I
Wow.
did
This,
there?
Ah.
this one. I need like 8 encyclopedias for this one.
Story of the week.
I think I'm
How
with you,
Joe
actually.
Manchin doomed the Democrats' climate plan.
Yeah, well, we knew this.
Everybody knew that. He's the
Yeah.
worst. He's just the worst. He's literally.
We don't like
he
him.
actually makes all of his money from a coal company. It's
Ah, what are you gonna do?
I
What are
hope
you
you're
gonna
not the first person to make a Manchurian candidate joke. I feel like it's.
I
right
believe
there.
I am. I have never seen a Joe Manchurian candidate joke anywhere except for here.
Yeah.
Speaking of climate, here's some
Yes.
fun climate nuggets for you. In our quote, it has a lot to do with the sun, says Republican Debbie Lesko of Arizona in 2018. Headline of the week. High temperatures cause section of UK's airport runway to lift.
Yeah, I bet.
That's right. Heathrow's runway actually melted because of the temperatures in the UK.
So
Yeah.
the airport is rebelling against.
In many
Planes.
ways.
No,
in
no, Debbie
so many
Lesko-
ways. From the CEO to the runway.
Debbie Lesko says it has to do with the sun. That's what it has to do with.
No, that sounds like an anthropomorphic. The airport can't handle all of you, so we're just gonna melt.
Yeah, well,
That's
it has
that's
to
what
do.
I like.
Emma, the science
Yeah.
is settled. It's the sun.
Imagine if you slathered a layer of sun blocking mustard across the runway. Just
I knew the
All right.
mustard was
Start with
coming
that
back.
premise.
No more mustard. No more mustard.
In our quote, apparently the climate change isn't affecting forest fires in my state, says Republican Bruce Westerman of Arkansas in 2017. Headline of the week.
yeah.
Firefighters battle an explosive cocktail of wind and flames in southwestern France. If you don't
Okay.
know what I'm doing here, I'm doing
Yeah, tell
quotes
me.
from stupid conservatives about climate change that are stupid and then marrying them with headlines
What-
about climate change related disasters today.
What
do
was
agree.
his point? That since there were not any forest fires in Arkansas, that there was no
He looked
climate
back,
change?
he said he looked at the data, and this is in 2017. He said he looked at the data, and there have been the same amount of forest fires today as there were like 5 years ago, so climate change isn't real. That's what he said.
Oh, all right.
More
I
or less.
if I had known it was that easy, I would have gone to science school.
I didn't know that Bruce Westerman was a forest fire expert either.
Me
Just
either.
for a record, 16,000 people evacuated in France, but 0 grapevines have been evacuated. 0. So
that
Poor
means.
grapes.
wine still in the front lines of this forest fire.
Does it actually still rain in Europe? I don't even know.
No, there's no such thing. And Debbie Lesko says it's because of the sun. Quote, oh, wait. In our, the earth is more green than it was years and years ago. And that's because of the earth warming. It's because of carbon. Because plants do need carbon, says Republican representative and aspiring idiot poet Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. Headline of the week.
Yeah.
Poets tackle climate change in a poetry contest hosted by St. Andrew's Episcopal Church and State College.
I
Good on
refuse
them.
to make fun of the
Nice
poets.
try.
No,
I
but
know
here is
I'm not making
here's-
fun of the poets.
I'm not making fun of the poets. I'm making fun of Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I'm going to
Scientist
quote the
Marjorie Taylor
poetry.
Greene?
Here's
Yeah.
the poetry. Like the calving of glaciers, you can hear from a long way off where the land closest to the water folds and buckles.
Maybe I will make fun of the poets.
No,
Alright.
we love you,
Calving
Calving.
of glaciers.
That's all I have. Go
Rough.
back to mustard. Let's do 4 more mustard ones.
All right, come on. Back to me. I have no more. I have no more mustard jokes. Disappointing.
Aw.
In our, we're saved. The startup with an all-male board and all-white male C-suite beat the white male billionaire in controlling our brains. Headline of the week: Startup beats Musk's Neuralink to human trials in the U.S.
Yeah.
Which white
Who
dudes
am I
do you
rooting
want
for?
to help you into the future, Emma? Who do you want to go with?
Okay.
Let the
I
whiteness-
actually do have a definitive answer to this because
Yes,
I
go
actually
ahead.
read this article.
Go.
So, the answer is the other one. The other one for sure.
The other one.
Um,
Yeah, okay.
Because number one, unlike Neuralink, they actually have permission from the FDA. Not, I don't know how much this means to me, but the other one does have permission from the FDA to implant chips into people's brains, and Neuralink doesn't. So right now, that is
I
probably
guess that's slightly
something-
better, yeah.
That
Mhm.
feels better.
It's
feels
better.
better. I
don't
They're
want
actually allowed
libertarian
to do it,
implants.
which is
If
Yeah.
I'm going to be controlled by white men, I might as well be controlled by white men who have permission.
right. And two, the other company, what their aim is to implant. And they've already done this, I think, in
Mhm.
one. So there's one U.S. patient. There are 4 Australian patients, and their goal is for people with ALS to be able to access the internet and send messages just by thinking. That's what they're doing, as opposed to whatever nonsense Elon is doing. And I would much rather help disabled people than whatever the hell
Emma-
Elon is doing. Yeah.
Emma, can they make an implant for me so I can't access the internet?
Yeah, I was going to say, do they know what's on the internet? It's not great.
I'll put in the suggestion box, see what they say.
Right.
Do they
in
have
our-
that outside their office? You just drop a suggestion in.
White
In
men
our
love
Hey Ma,
suggestions to ignore.
Ooh, I like Hey Ma.
2 ego baby billionaire blowhards are talking about stuff on Channel 38. Tell Dad. Headline of the week. Mark Cuban says the only time he met Bill Gates, he made a joke that made Gates so pissed they never spoke again.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so business. Can I say article is so Business Insider? It is utterly
really
pointless. I'm sorry, Business
No.
Insider. I love you, but
I'm sorry.
utterly
I
pointless.
I tuned out. I didn't even hear the article because I was
Yeah.
busy thinking Channel 38. Isn't that UPN in Boston? Isn't that like
Yeah, it was. I remember when I was a kid. It was that's where the Red Sox were on
right?
Channel
That's
38.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's a real thing. Emma.
literally
Real
thinking
thing.
about tuning
Emma,
Channel
Sports on
38.
TV used to be free.
Sports on TV used to be free. That's nuts.
It is nuts, is it
I
not?
never lived in that world.
In our, you obviously suck at striking, and is baseball still a thing? Headline of the week. Dodger Stadium workers say they will not strike for Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Oh, wouldn't that
Yeah.
be the time to strike?
The MLB All-Star Game is a point of contention almost every
Tell
year.
me why.
It would seem.
Yeah,
Remember?
because nobody cares.
No, because remember after voting laws were struck down and like
Oh, yeah, in
changed
Atlanta.
in Georgia,
Atlanta.
they were
Yeah.
it's supposed to be hosted in Atlanta, and I think they said no, we're not doing it.
That was back at the power of the woke movement. Now it's all anti-woke movement.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for the opportune time to strike, though, like when the Cincinnati Reds come to town.
Oh.
Nobody's there, you mean?
Yeah.
In
Really
our
send a message.
Yay! Headline of the week.
Ooh.
Lufthansa cancels 2,000 more flights, citing staff shortages. Yay!
That feels like
I just love
your
all this.
headline. Yeah, I know this is the best for you.
I mean, I thought maybe the pandemic would teach us certain lessons that would, reduce runaway growth and just just crazy level of travel. But something else is getting in its way now. I don't know. We something's working. Something's happening this summer. I'm liking it.
It will have a ridiculously large impact on carbon.
Woohoo.
I know, and you're right to point that out, Matt, because in none of these articles do they make that connection.
Nope.
And nobody's saying like what the benefit of you being forced to stay home because
we're worried about
shouldn't
hand
leave.
wringing about heat waves in Europe and climate. Biden's considering declaring a climate disaster emergency, and yet we moan and groan if a Lufthansa flight is canceled.
I mean, I'm not, but yes.
No, not Matt. In our which ratio do you hate the most?
Ooh.
The CEO pay ratio, which is now up to 324 to 1, or the lost luggage agent phone call ratio, which is 25 to 1. Headline of the week. Air Canada passenger trying to find his lost luggage made 76 phone calls but only got through to an agent 3 times.
Why are
stupid.
we covering the one Air Canada passenger?
That's
I
not
love
bad. 25 to 1 is not bad. Sometimes it's hard to call people. They're busy.
What did you have in your luggage that you needed anyway? Your toothbrush? You just get
He
another
just likes to
toothbrush.
complain. I met him. He just likes to complain.
I mean, I don't look. Not to. I hate dealing with all.
Get a
these
new
things,
wardrobe, dude.
but
You're ugly.
Like, I hate like inefficiencies in places and being left on hold. I've had to do it many, many times. We all have. I just don't do the things anymore.
Put it
So
on
that-
speakerphone and do a crossword puzzle.
No, I literally just don't call anyone or leave my house.
That-
Like, just
Damien,
hopefully
I
the
nothing
next
happens.
time you fly anywhere,
Yeah.
I wish the most horrible thing to happen to
Stop!
Wow.
So
The
that
most horrible
I-
thing is like a mountainside. You're a terrible person.
you. The most horrible thing that doesn't end in any fatality or injury. The most annoying, horrible
get
thing,
through
so
it. I
that
can
when you
deal.
complain about it to us, I have absolutely no sympathy for you.
I can complain about everything, so don't worry. I'll
I know
complain if
that's
it's a good
that
flight.
we proved that with this show.
But you know what I don't do? I don't call like regular, minimum wage workers and complain to them. I complain to you two. I irritate you two.
I mean,
Oh,
look,
thank
here,
you for that.
here's my problem.
Yeah.
We called. My wife had to get a new phone
Yes.
because her old phone broke, and we called Verizon and the Apple Store
Yeah.
for 2 straight days. We were calling over and over again. We waited on hold for 6 hours
Go
one
to the
night.
store.
There's no headline. No one wrote a headline that
true.
says guy has to wait on hold for
Business
with
Insider, I
Verizon
hope you're
for
listening.
6 hours.
You have your next story.
That happened, and no one wrote about it. That's all I'm saying. No one wrote
And
about it.
I know how to make that headline more clickbaity. It could be surgeon waits on hold.
That's true. She's a
Ooh.
surgeon. Like,
Right?
she was on call that night. She had to route calls through my phone,
See?
and then they turned my phone off accidentally. It was not great,
Oh.
but there's no headline about it, is my point. That's the thing that gets me. Not the
In
person
our-
waiting. That sucks.
In our ESG nerd clickbait headline of the year, headline of the week.
Year. All right.
Ready for this one?
I don't know.
Embodied carbon is dirty secret of hotel industry greenwashing eco ratings.
What?
Come on, that's some ESG nerdy genius right there, is it
You're
not?
really getting deep in there. First of all, it's so hyper specific. Embodied carbon is its own thing. Okay,
What's
sure.
embodied
And then the
carbon?
hotel industry, and then how it ruins eco ratings. What is an eco
Yeah.
rating? This is this is the greatest thing I've
I
ever
think
read.
embodied carbon has to do with the cost of the carbon cost of the construction to make your hotel more eco-friendly. Am I wrong about that? Matt?
Yeah, it's like the concrete and cement are the most carbon intense materials, and every hotel is built with it. And without reading the article, just reading the headline,
Yes.
it sounds like someone is trying to drum up anger against hotels
Yes.
for using cement, but it's
Right.
not the hotels. They're trying to drum up anger against the eco ratings of the hotels for the cement that was
It's a
used to
mess.
build them.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Love it.
move on.
That's the right answer, Emma. In our which do you prefer? Rags to riches,
Ooh, okay.
farm to table, boys to men,
Ooh.
or poop to burps? Headline of the week. cows under climate microscope as poop to burps gets treatment.
I don't think that's meant to be a ratio or conversion.
But this is
Okay.
this is the full gamut here. We're looking at livestock from poop to burps. Poop to burps.
Damien,
Yeah.
I have to make an announcement that
Yes, please.
part of my brain, some part of my brain has officially morphed into a
Yes.
part of your brain
Oh,
because I saw this headline earlier and made if I were to make a joke, that is the joke I would have made. That
which
is the-
part? Boys to men?
Yeah, Boys to Men. I was all over.
'Cause
That's
I feel
the
like
one
you're
I
too
would
young for
choose
that.
in that list.
Farm to
by the
table.
Farm to table.
way. I was Boys to Men all the way. I'm Boys to Men.
I'm having the poop sauce with a nice halibut.
Side of burp.
And finally, for me at least, because Emma's going to save the day at the end here, in our but 2154 is going to kick some serious ass headline of the week. Equal pay is still 132 years off, World Economic Forum predicts.
Do we need the two? 132 years off?
Well,
Exactly.
They're
132.
who else to be precise but the
I wanna
World
see.
Economic Forum? Really? I mean, they're very precise individuals.
I mean, it's not a headline without the two. I get it. Like, no one who says, like, we're 130 years from equal pay, everyone's like, no, I don't care about that. But 132 sounds like you know what you're talking about, and then I'm going to click on it. But come on, we know that's not a
You
real
might be
thing.
right. This could apply to the oversight board too, Facebook's oversight board, that one of its decisions might have a positive effect on the corporation 132 years from now.
They need to what they need to do in their next annual report, which we haven't covered that they had an annual report. Their next annual report needs to say
Woke Data Wednesday, yeah.
the 7 decisions that we actually made will have an impact in 12.3 years. Like, that's where they need to get to in order for anyone to care.
Emma,
save
take us outta here.
This is just
Get us out.
Okay.
Get us out of here.
So my segment today is going to be some hate nuggets because I
Wait.
hated the trends
that
today.
seems
Oh.
like every nugget for you.
Yeah, the trends they're there to haunt you. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
the trends are there to either dig me into some deep hole or to be fun. And today it was a deep hole and it wasn't working for me. So our hate nuggets for today. Number 1. Texas Governor Greg Abbott didn't go to the funerals of any Uvalde victims. Schedule documents show that I hate you, Greg. I hate
Yeah.
you. I hate you.
I like that.
I like-
That's it. That's
the joke. I like
that's
it.
The joke.
That's
I-
it. No,
Yeah.
that's
The
literally
headline
it.
Yeah.
is the joke. That's my favorite one.
Yep. Number 2. Nancy Pelosi's husband just brought over $1 million of this chip stock right before a $52 billion subsidy vote. Is there still time to tag along?
Oh.
This headline might as well have read, Nancy Pelosi and her husband are inside trading, and so should you. Like,
Yeah,
I just,
it's enough already.
it's this one.
Look,
this
you
one.
have to admire the headline
Yes.
writers who saw a headline that Nancy Pelosi's husband bought the stock before the subsidy vote and then made a headline that was, can you trade on his trade?
Yep.
That's where they went. They didn't go with, it's really bad that he traded. They went with, can you also make money? Money, money, money. I like
Yep.
it.
Yeah, no, Matt, you hit right on that anger spot for me real nice. That was exactly it. Good job.
I'm going to punch you in your anger spot.
Yep.
Oh.
And number 3, millennials are the reason you're paying sky-high prices for everything these days, investment strategists said.
What?
And my response to this is going to be in tweet form that other
Yeah.
people posted that BuzzFeed collected,
good.
and these are my 2 favorites.
I like that.
Yeah.
The Choice Cut says, wow, I wonder why millennials waited so long to make
Oh, we
and
just-
ask him his expert opinion on unions. Yeah. And from
Wait, try that
at-
again. Try that again. Try that one again.
Wow.
You cut out. You cut out in the middle of that one.
At Choice Cut said, wow, I wonder why millennials waited so long to make major purchases. Truly a mystery. Oh, well, time to find a 100-year-old hedge fund manager and ask him his expert opinion on unions.
Hmm.
And
oh, nice.
from Ursula V,
Yeah.
Dude's complaint is that there are simply too many millennials, and the size of their generation is to blame. So the next time there's a think piece about why millennials aren't having enough babies, just remember, gang, you're fighting inflation. It's-
What is the heart? What is the heart of that, Emma? Do you know? What's the heart of that statement?
The heart of that statement
Yeah.
is that
Why is he blaming millennials?
he's blaming millennials because they're not spending enough money. Literally, he's blaming millennials for hoarding their money and being 7 years behind everyone else. Not
Hoarding is
taking
a
an extra
stretch.
second to think
Yeah.
that if people could buy houses earlier in life, they probably would. They're not withholding their money in real estate purchases to boost inflation.
Yeah, they just simply
I can't
can't.
even talk about
They
it
simply
anymore.
can't. I know firsthand. I live in a real estate market that is terrible, and they just simply can't. They could never with the jobs that they offer here in Portland, man. You simply can't buy a house. It's impossible.
no.
Where's the headline? Boomers are the reason UK is melting right now. Where's
I
that
would like to
headline?
see that headline.
could develop
Matt,
that
you're-
headline.
You're getting my anger spot on today.
I'm just punching the anger spot. But Gen X, we are not responsible for anything.
No one
You
ever
all
talks
are
about
crazy
you.
people. Yeah, because
I'm
we're the middle
trying at least,
generation.
Emma. I'm trying.
You're doing your
Really?
best, and I appreciate
Trying.
that.
Trying.
I really
and I
do.
just offered to let you come hang out in Norway with me. So
Yeah,
get
that's
over
excellent.
it.
That's
And I
all
hope your
need
plane
from
hits
you.
a mountainside. Is that what you said?
That was Damian Rollis, mustard covered Damian Rollis, and Emma lurking not on a mountainside. And I am Matt Muscardi. We are Free Float Media. Tomorrow is Woke Wednesday. Come back for that. Goodbye.